Hi Pisces, I hope you guys are doing great. So this is going to be your reading for the 15th until I'd say around the 21st, which yes is the Great Conjunction. I did a separate video on that, guys, about what that means astrologically, just to give you guys a heads up. It's going to be happening in your 12th house, so for those of you who are Pisces rising, to a lesser degree Sun and Moon. What does that mean? Lots of cleaning out of those old cobwebs, any old pains, any old past hurts, anything that's been very sort of buried in your deep subconscious is going to be getting cleared out now. But what we're going to be doing with this particular reading right here is I'm going to be doing a deep read for relationship as well as your career. I'm going to timestamp like I always do. So I'm going to first pull a couple of crowning energies to see just kind of where we're at. Oh, what is already with you? I really like that. So let's pull that, and we'll pull a Wisdom of the Oracle to get started. Then for the relationship read, I'm going to pull energies for you and a person that you're dealing with. And then we'll sweep that, and we'll do for career. Again, I'm going to timestamp so you guys don't have to stick around for all of it, or you can watch part of it and come back later on for a different portion of it. Ooh, to be fair. All right, I'm getting very much a reconciliation vibe here, to be honest with you. Okay. Or a working it out kind of thing. What is already with you? Okay, leading in now to the relationship read. We're going to get started here. So here, right now, it's important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. And that doesn't mean that this is the end of the story, but it is asking you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. Now, this is just in general, okay? This is just in general. So instead, it asks that you acknowledge that everything necessary for success is within you right now, but all you need to do is accept this and act with whatever is available to you. And this is really good. This particular chapter does have a happy ending here. And this is going to become very real for you as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter, right? So this is all about how it's better to be completely present in the here and now, right? And then the next phase in this next chapter is sort of naturally going to happen for you without any force on your part. You may even be kind of connecting back to something that you even did as far as career goes. But as you're doing this sort of looking at what you have available to you right now is this idea of to be fair. And what, have you been treated fairly, Pisces? Have you been treating somebody fairly? Have you been approaching something from a very fair mindset? Or has one of you or both of you, regardless of the situation, be it in a relationship or be it in career, whatever it is, has everyone been very fair? Have things been equitable? Have things been equitable? So very important to understand here. Okay, so we're going to leave these out. I'm going to leave these out as the crowning energies. Okay, here. Let's go right into relationship. Okay, into relationship. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. From Pisces perspective, this first spread is going to be from Pisces perspective. Okay. To do with relationship. We have a little bit of a sneaky energy here in our midst, Pisces. What is happening there? So we're starting out with the clover. Definitely something good. I like that the clover and the moon are bookending each other. Clover is all about, obviously, good fortune, right? Things that are going really well the way that you want them to, ultimately, but it's going to take a little bit of work, and it really is going to be about getting very honest with yourself about how someone or something truly is. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for each of these, and then we'll get right into what it all means for you, Pisces, for you from your perspective. Then we're going to do the same thing for somebody that you're dealing with. Whether you're with them now or not, it doesn't matter. As long as they're in your energy field, you'll be able to tell who it's for. Could be somebody that you were with a very long time ago and they're still in your energy field. So we have working with the clover, which is fabulous, right? Obviously, this is about fortunate luck, right? Things going well. Right, this is sort of like what, to me, this is very much what you focus on. 10 of Pentacles is really a maturing energy. This is a will you marry me card, a deepening of connection, deepening of commitment. Very much a family energy as well. This is about leaving a legacy, retirement, inheritance. So money can certainly be at play. It doesn't have to be. Remember, in love reads, pentacles can also mean mental, physical, and emotional connection. So in that way, it would be this coming together to sort of be a family unit, and whatever that means for you. But then we have this working with the Two of Wands in the reverse, and this is about plans falling apart. Now, this can tell me that you were feeling very positive about a person, about an energy, and you guys were going sort of on this nice trajectory, and then things kind of fell apart. Right? And then we have this Page of Wands energy. Okay, this is interesting to me because this is a new connection. This is some sort of new idea. So this could mean... because wands are will, first of all, but whenever we have page, you have to remember also in relationship reads, the wands could also be a phallic symbol, right? So, and page, the page energy, as far as the court cards go, is the most immature energy. So it could certainly be this, being a little bit of a player energy for sure. Or, right, because this is a general message, I try to give a couple of different interpretations. This could be either you're dealing with a player energy, or you feel very excited about a new person that you've met. So perhaps you were with somebody new and it fell apart, and then you're meeting somebody new. We have this with the Book of Wisdom, though, the Book of Knowledge, rather. The Book of Knowledge does require that you turn the key and you look inside of it. There is something that you're not seeing that you have to learn. There's some sort of truth involved here right now that you have to see regarding a situation with somebody, because then we have the Queen of Swords, which is all about being really honest. Right? This is, first of all, a very self-sufficient energy. If this is an energy that you're dealing with a very self-sufficient person, somebody who's really honest. As a general energy, this is a very honest energy. This could be you, right? The court cards could always be you, the other person, or a general energetic influence. But it doesn't really matter. It is about honesty. Honesty being pushed here. Then we have the King of Wands, which is Cancer and Leo energy. And this is about recognizing what, first of all, fuels your passion, right? Because Leo is that fifth house energy about falling in love, romance, how you connect with your partner on a Monday through Sunday, really creativity as well. And it works with Cancer here in the King of Wands energy, and Cancer is all about that fourth house of home, whether you live together. You don't have to live together. Maybe it's just like, what do you need to feel very grounded, rooted, safe, and secure, and really coming to terms with that, right? This is a very, it's a courageous energy, like doing something scared, but it's also very, very charming. But feeling like, Pisces, man, I just feel like no matter where you're at in relationship right now, you're in this space of just being very real with yourself, being very honest with yourself about what it is that you want, need, and desire. Or it's like you want the passion and you want the security, right? And you're in touch with the fact that you want and need both of that. Both of those things. We have this working with the Seven of Cups, though, and here we have this commitment issues. Like you're dealing with somebody who has commitment issues. Now, you might have them, Pisces, or you might be dealing with an energy who has commitment issues. But, Pisces, you might just be like, I don't know, I might, maybe have a couple of choices, and one of those choices could simply be to be alone. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you or anyone else has a bunch of people knocking down the door, but the choice could simply be, do I even want to be in this right now? It really could be that. Where are you at in your life? You might be saying to yourself, yeah, I'd really like to be in a relationship, but maybe, I don't know, just because of other things going on. Maybe not right now. The thing is here, you absolutely know exactly what it is that you want and need. You know what to do regarding a relationship. You do know what's necessary. You do know. And the thing is, that's what you need to get in touch with. And when we have it working with the snake energy, the snake is very much about a duplicitous energy, saying one thing and doing another. So that could be you, right? You could have been that way in relationship, Pisces, or that could have been an energy that you were dealing with. Most of you do know when we're talking about relationship reads, the energy is really enmeshed, so you really can't say it's definitely one or the other. But working with the dog, which is about, the dog could also be your therapist, a really good friend who knows you forever. But whatever it is, whether it's you telling yourself, understanding what what the answer to the question is that you have, it's right there. And the fact that it's the center card, this tells me that you already know, right? But what is this truth that you need to understand? We have this page of cups in the reverse. So this is about breakup. This is about dependence on something. This is also about immaturity. So you might be dealing with an immature energy. You might be dealing with a breakup. It doesn't mean you guys are broken up. Your partner might just be kind of immature right now. Or there might be this circumstance having to do with dependency on you, or you dependent on them, and both parties not being comfortable with it. We have that working with the Three of Cups in the reverse, and this is about gossip and too much partying, maybe some flirting, too much of something, a little too much that was getting in the way of the relationship, right? And then we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. So this is, you know, obviously it's family trouble, right? A broken relationship, just not being in that good space, but not being in that good space. And this is something that you're in this place of very much recognizing that the way it is right now is not working. You guys probably are not even together. You may not be together here, but this idea of duplicity is, to me, is the key to this, which is really highlighting this to be fair. Who is not fair in this situation? We have this card of duplicity being clarified by the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is about isolation ending and having faith in something. But at the same time, there is this level of defensiveness that's at play here, and almost paranoia, almost like you want to heal something and you want to sit down and have a conversation with someone and you really want to believe them, but that's a challenge. There's a challenge there, and there's this idea where you very much need to defend yourself, and you're like, your intuition is screaming at you, right? As we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is connected to the moon energy. This is about, you know, really trusting yourself, but also feeling a certain way that you're not really revealing, because there's this idea of secrets here. Well, there always is that idea with the moon, you know, but intuition. So it's like your inner voice is telling you to not trust something. And we have that working with the Magician in the reverse. It's about scattered energy, wasting resources, unfulfilled potential. So Pisces, you know, you're going to know how this is resonating with you. Either you're the scattered energy or you're dealing with the scattered energy. Or maybe you're projecting that somebody is scattered onto them when they maybe aren't, right? This is just about being really honest about like what's really going on here, you know? So I always say that. You guys have been watching me know. I always say that with any of the moon energies, High Priestess or the moon, anything like that, you know, you just want to be a little careful. That's all. That the story that you're telling yourself, because remember, the moon rules the 4th house of Cancer, and that's the house of the stories that we tell ourselves. So you just want to be careful that, I'm not saying you are or you aren't. You just want to make sure that what you're feeling is based in the reality of whatever happened within the situation. I can hear a lot of you saying, "Oh, believe me, it's based in reality." But I always just want to say that, especially because we have that followed up by the moon energy, which is about the need to really look deep underneath the surface at something. And I feel like this is definitely something that's going to be happening for you guys, right? Because first of all, the solar eclipse that's happening on the 14th is going to be happening between your 10th house of career and your 4th house of home. And the moon rules the 4th house of what is that metaphorical home space? What is it that you actually like really want? You know, and trying to figure out what's necessary to make that happen. Remember though, what is already with you, right? What you have is enough. It's about being fair, kind of equitable in whatever it is that's going on here. We have this working with the King of Swords, which is like a very intentional energy, right? It's like, take the emotion out of it for a minute and just figure out what work needs to be done in order to move something into the future. And is this even possible, right? Because this is a Capricorn and Aquarius energy, and Capricorn rules work, right? It's that 10th house of putting the work in, and Aquarius is all about the future, right? It's also about doing something differently than the way you've been doing it up to this point. And it's got to be based in truth, because swords are all about truth, right? Oh, we have another moon energy. Woohoo! We have a lot of moon here. There's a lot of I feel here, you know. And guys, you know, in tarot, the moon is you guys, right? So this is a Pisces energy as well. And I'm just feeling this very strongly. I have to tell you, maybe it's because we have this great conjunction coming up on the 21st, which is the last day that this covers. And it is going to be happening in your 12th house. And that is your subconscious, right? It's really getting in touch with cleaning out the cobwebs and getting rid of these emotions and these scars and these feelings that just don't serve you anymore. And being really, really honest with yourself. And we have that working with the Hermit energy, which is a Virgo energy. But this is about very much going within for clarity. I mean, lots of going within here. My goodness. And just a real quest for personal truth and spiritual illumination. We have the moon, and the Hermit. We have and truth. And it's almost like you're looking at your emotions, but from a very sort of, almost from almost an objective lens, where you're really trying to look at the reality of a situation, to look at your role in something. And to say, all right, maybe I'm blaming them for everything. And maybe they shouldn't get blamed for everything. Or maybe you're realizing they're blaming you for everything, right? And really this energy is more about just seeing like what's going on, who's responsible for what, even if you guys are together. It does seem like that. And if there isn't maybe... how do I want to say what I'm feeling? Any kind of actions that are going on right now, is it just in response or in reaction to fear of getting hurt, or of something playing over again in a certain way? You know, this is something that is definitely, it seems like needs to be looked at here. So we're going to pull this away. And we're going to pull for this person that you're dealing with. Okay, one more. Oh, take a chance. Look at something more deeply. There's a choice here. New cycle. Something needs to be looked at more deeply. So I'll show you the cards here. So we have the idea of the dice, which means they have to take a chance. This is a subjective read. This is from their perspective, Pisces, not yours. Not how you think things should be. This is from their end. We have the magnifying glass. There's something that they need to look at more closely as far as a choice, that they're in this space where either they have to make a decision between getting back with you, not getting back with you, you and someone else, being with you and being single, or just this could just be a general like kind of confusion that they feel regarding the relationship. But then we have the card number 1, which is this is all about cycles, right? This is the rider energy, and this is, you know, it's like a, what do you call those things? Merry-go-round, right? And it goes up and down, right? So this energy does indicate cycles. So a new cycle, but something needs to be realized. They need to realize something about themselves, Pisces. They need to realize something that they're afraid to look at. Maybe they need to realize something about you, whatever it is. The well always means it's going to go well. It's so silly. English is so confusing, isn't it? The well that means it's going to go well. But there has to be a lot of hard work put in. And there's something that's not being seen. So we have 2 cards here that indicate that, first of all, I feel like they may think they know something regarding you or how something has gone in this relationship, and they may not be correct. And it's like they need to look at something a lot more closely, is what I'm seeing here. But it looks like they want to take a chance. You know, we have this idea, but it's like the center card is this idea of choice. It's not good or bad. It's just like a choice needs to be made. They have to figure out what they want to do. There's a lot of thinking going on here. Sure. Okay, looking at the Lover's energy. Tower reversed. Okay. So we get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse is, they focus on their work a lot. It could be that. They could be very jealous. They could be very envious. It could be that. It could also just be that they're rather selfish, right? I mean, they just are rather selfish. Or they could be viewing you as such, right? I mean, it could just absolutely be this way, right? Again, this is from their perspective. But, you know, in the reverse, though, this does tell me that they're very focused on their work. So maybe they're dealing with a financial setback, or they're vibing that you're having a financial setback, or something to do with finances is at play here. But again, the Pentacles could also mean mental, physical, and emotional connection. And because in the upright, this energy is about solo pleasures, luxury, being self-sufficient, there might be this idea of dependence that kind of came through before as well. But we have the Lover's energy here, which is a Gemini energy, might be dealing with the Gemini, Pisces, but this is also about needing to make a decision. Again, we have a couple of choice energies, right? For you, we got all of these deep pensive energies, and for them, what's coming up here is this idea of choice. What is it that they're going to do? As there needs to be a recognition here that nothing is perfect, and everyone's got to be on the same page, though, as far as wanting to make something work. Now, the fact that they got it and the fact that it's upright, they would like something to work, and we have this working with the Ace of Wands, and they would like, to me, this is looking like a new beginning. They would like a new beginning with you. So what needs to be looked at more closely with the magnifying glass is the fact that we have the Tower in reverse, and the Tower in reverse is fear, right? I mean, there's a lot of fear here. There's fear of change. There's a need for security, but this is also about them feeling oppressed by something and feeling viscerally like they averted some sort of disaster. So it's like they averted disaster. I feel like they want to be with you. They want to have this new beginning. But at the same time, they feel like something happened here where they feel like, you know, oh, like just in the nick of time, you know, is what I'm getting that they're feeling. There's definitely a fear of letting something go entirely. So we have this working with the Four of Swords, which is about taking a break, right? Recovering, really sort of putting themselves in this space. It's a Jupiter and Libra energy, and Jupiter expands whatever it's in. So what is Libra? Libra is all about fairness. I don't know, Pisces, I feel like they think maybe you were unfair about something. In their mind, it doesn't make it true, okay? But in their mind, I'm getting like, either something wasn't equitable, either they felt you weren't fair, they felt like things weren't equitable within the relationship, maybe they were paying for everything, or they were feeling like they were doing all of like the heavy lifting in the relationship as far as communication, as far as connection, you know what I'm saying? Like that, where they just felt like it wasn't equitable, or maybe they're in the space of realizing that they weren't that way with you. Could certainly be that as well. Or they're realizing this. We have this working with the Four of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is very concerned about long-term security, or if it's not, they're in a mode of self-protection. And they really need to figure out, why do they feel like that? Why do they feel like that? Because again, whatever I'm saying now does not mean it's true. It just means it's what they're feeling. It's the energy that I'm getting. And they really need to look at that. They need to look at their fear. They need to look at, why would they feel oppressed? Why do they feel this need to look at the fairness so much in the situation? Like, are they telling themselves some sort of false narrative? What, you know, or because I feel like there's fear here, but why is the fear? Because, right, the Four of Pentacles can definitely be that self-protective vibe. So when it comes to the choices, we have the Fool, and the Fool is about fresh hope, taking a chance, this new path, right? this new beginning, right? This new energy. So I feel like the choice is going that way, right? On this fresh path, new perspective, Uranus, focusing on the future, or making amends. Because this is about having peace after there being trouble, right? The Five of Swords. Swords are always conflicts, right? But we have this in the reverse, so it's more positive in the reverse. And swords are truth, right? And in the reverse, it's like, okay, all right, let's fight fair. Let's have some peace. We've been through a lot. Let's talk this out. Things coming to light. So I feel like they're in this space where it's like, do they want to talk it out and get everything out in the open and just kind of deal towards healing? Or do they want to go on this totally new other trajectory? And we have the King of Wands. I think you might have gotten this in yours as well. Cancer and Leo energy. Again, getting in touch with what it is that is going to make them feel very secure, but at the same time, feel loved. Feel, because Leo is all about romance and falling in love and feeling good. But also, acknowledging one's own needs. Because Leo, that fifth house, is very much a me energy. In a low vibe, it could definitely be a narcissistic type of vibe. No matter how, look, I mean, every single sign has a low vibe element to it, and that could be the deal with the King of Wands. But I'm really not getting this here. I feel like there's this brave energy here, right? Wanting to take a chance, getting in touch with what it is finally that they really need in order to feel kind of like at home in this situation. We have this working with the cycle. Look at this. Oh my gosh, Pisces. We have the Six of Cups. I'm sorry, that's funny. Don't yell at the camera. Don't yell at your phone or me, right? This is about reunion. This is about somebody missing somebody. This is what they're thinking about. There's nostalgia here. There's a missing. Yeah, I mean, but this is about something that, right? Because this is the Sun in Scorpio, and Scorpio, the modern ruler, is Pluto, so it's about transformation and things being very illuminated in that way. So for some of you, this is can definitely mean that they really want to get back with you. But we have this working with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which is way better than in the upright, because this is about new start and recovery and forgiveness and moving on. Oh my God, come on, Pisces, look at this, how beautiful. I have the chills. That working with the Queen of Cups, beautiful. Healing, supportive energy, beautiful. Nurturing, healing, supporting. Again, this is beautiful. Gemini and Cancer energy, having the communication, right? Because Gemini is all about communication. And Cancer, what do we need to feel grounded, rooted, safe, and secure? I mean, it could even be they want to live with you. They want to have this. Pisces, I don't know. I mean, maybe they are that narcissistic energy. I don't know. But what I see in this vibe here is they're thinking about they would like to get back with you, but something needs to be looked at way more closely. And what needs to be looked at? We have a lot of pay attention to that. Don't ignore. For them now, they can't ignore what's at the bottom of the well. They can't. So what is it that they can't ignore? We have the Hangman in reverse. This is like feeling like a victim. Feeling like they're dealing with a traitor. Feeling like they're dealing with somebody who's selfish. Now you might be like, hell no, I'm not selfish. Like, what are you talking about, right? You may not, but they might view you as this, right? For one reason or another. And then we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, which is about delay, lack of planning, some sort of setback, not having enough foresight about something, not thinking something through. And that's working with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And again, this is more like selfishness, struggling. This could be somebody being in doubt, like they're being this one-sided kind of charity or one-sided behavior regarding money. It doesn't have to be. It could also just be somebody just not Because the Six of Pentacles in the upright is about generosity, right? Reciprocity, give and take, right? What do you need? I have it for you. I have you back. I have you back. But in the reverse, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, Pisces, I think they're in a space of wondering if you would actually have their back. Again, subjective read. But it does seem like this, where there is this element of feeling like there's always some sort of delay, there's always something wrong, there's always something going on. And this is something that they really are in this space of needing to get in touch with. Like, is there something deeper, more profound underneath that? You know, is what I'm seeing here. But I see that it's like they still want to be with you. If you're obviously not every Pisces is going to resonate with this, but it does seem like somebody was unfair to somebody. Now, you might be saying they were completely unfair to me. I admit I was not the fairest person to them. Guys, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. The energy, that is the energy that's here. But that you guys have everything that you need to make this work. So, very interesting to me. But it's like there's got to be total honesty in order to be fair. We have not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, some jealousy going on here. Engagement ring, partnership, commitment. Not today. Not dealing with hurt, avoiding conversation. You know, could be you guys just not want to deal with anything right now. Definitely could be that, especially because we're going to have this great conjunction in your 12th house. Love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. One more. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. Oh my goodness. Pisces, I feel like everything is here to have something like a really like nice relationship. I don't know. Aquarius, focus on the romance, focus on, first of all, focus on being friends, okay? Focus on being friends, focus on falling in love, romance, 5th house. This is Leo. This is about really focusing on the romance. And then we have Moon, the emotions of something, but really looking at what is underneath it. Oh my gosh, I'm just being called to say, pay attention to underneath the pain, underneath the chaos of something. Be super honest with yourself about them. They need to be honest about you. Everybody needs to be honest about their role in something. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. All right. So that's what we have for that. All right. To tell you, very nice energies I'm getting there for that part. Let's put those away, okay? Let's get right into career. So I feel like, you know, you guys do have stuff going on with your career, because you have the solar eclipse again happening between the 10th and the 4th house. 10th house is the house of career. So there might be this trying to decide, you know. Maybe you have to move for work. Maybe you're working from home. And we have the devil energy, which is Capricorn, which is the 10th house of career, leading this off. Okay, one more. So working with the devil energy, we have, you know, this is all about where's the imbalance in a situation, you know. There's the imbalance and having something to do with however it is that you make money. It doesn't have to be career, right? It could be maybe there's some sort of negative energy that you're dealing with where there's not balance, having to do with child support or alimony or an insurance payout or, you know, something to do with taxes, some sort of investment, right? But it has to do with imbalance. So the devil energy, you know, can absolutely be addiction, greed, envy, materialism, obsession, lust. But I always say it's anything that is going to throw the scales off balance, where it's becoming a problem. We have, scattered energy, wasting resources. There being some sort of unfulfilled potential at play here with the Magician reverse. Clarifying that, we have the Chariot reverse. Wow. Giving up, losing direction, not making the right choices, not getting very good advice about something. Oh, lots of like chaotic imbalance going on here. This could be within your job. This could be an energy that you're dealing with at work. This could be an energy that you're dealing with in some kind of lawsuit or some sort of maybe a family member, if it has to do with inheritance, something like that. And then we have the Six of Cups energy. So Six of Cups is about, it's Sun and Scorpio energy. It's about going back to something. Right now, this could be indicative of some sort of gift being given to you ultimately at the end of it. This could also be indicative of this having something to do. So some of you may be resonating with this as far as like an inheritance or something to do with a family settlement, a family business, something like that. Or for some of you realizing that, oh, you know what? Hey, I want to go back to that idea that I wanted to do once upon a time, or that job that I used to do. Or some of you, something harkening back to the past having to do with money or career. Some of you might be in a lawsuit and you've been like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go call that lawyer up that I used once upon a time because they were great, kind of thing. For some of you, it could be that. Now we have the World energy, which is fabulous. This is Saturn energy. So, and it's in the upright. Great. This is about completing a lesson, completing a goal. This could also be indicative of travel as well for some of you. Then we have this working with the Knight of Cups. This is really great. A new offer coming in. There's an offer of some sort coming in. So this can be a financial agreement, some sort of contract, some sort of job offer, a new opportunity within what it is that you're doing now. Okay, but we have that working with the Two of Swords in the reverse. So confusion, indecision, information overload, right? There needs to be some sort of compromise here. And you might be in this space where it's like, I don't know what to do, you know? But then we have that working with the Three of Swords, which is definitely about feeling this. You might be feeling depressed about something, and that's the end of it. But could also be, there could be this idea, some of you may be getting divorced. If you are, I'm sorry. Where the finances have to do with the divorce. This could also just have to do with the loss of some kind. Maybe you lost a contract, you lost some sort of lease that was coming, you know, some sort of, something ended up happening here where there was this loss that you're being made to deal with. And because, you know, it's sort of bookending with the World energy, which is Saturn, I feel like there was some sort of lesson that was very, it was like learn the hard way kind of thing. Is definitely sense of betrayal. Because the Three of Swords is the card of pain, right? It's the card of pain. It's Saturn in Libra. Saturn is about restriction and being held back and no, right? And Libra is all about partnerships, but also about things being fair, right? In something. Not only marriage partnerships, business partnerships, close family and friend connections as well. And we have this idea of the Nine of Cups, which is fabulous. I mean, this is about wish fulfillment. So what do we need here? And I like that it's the center card. This is awesome. We have the Ace of Swords. First of all, just know like this lightens up any of the negative energy that's not a major arcana, any of the negative minor arcana energy that's here. So mental clarity, new ideas are coming in. New ideas, but it's like the new ideas create a new problem that you're going to be able to solve, but just like a little heads up knowing that. Beautiful Queen of Cups. Love it, love it. I love this because Gemini and Cancer energy, that's what this is, the Queen of Cups, right? In astrology, it connects to Gemini and Cancer. And Gemini is all about communicating. Cancer is all about that fourth house of home, feeling grounded, rooted, safe, secure. So really being able to communicate in general and getting in touch with, in general, what it is that you need. So I feel like you're going to have some very beautiful support surrounding you. There's going to be some sort of healing having to do with the situation that was very disappointing for you. You know, we have this working with the Ace of Wands, though, in reverse. So this is about a false start, some sort of delay in something. I would not get too tripped up in it. I wouldn't get too tripped up because we do have the Worlds, we do have the Nine of Cups, and we do have the Ace of Swords. So I'm really not worried about it. I just feel like something may not go very smoothly in the beginning. Just know that. So let's see if we can't get a little more understanding about what's going on there. Okay, so we have that working with the Eight of Swords. Self-imposed isolation, imprisonment, restriction. Feeling like you're not sure if you belong in something anymore, right? Thinking like, oh man, was that a good idea at one point? But you getting into the space of saying like, I don't even know if I really actually even want to do that thing anymore. Because that got some options, right? Two of Coins is about multitasking, weighing some options, really trying to get in touch with your intuition, and you're really in the space of very much trying to focus on trusting yourself. But the thing is here, what do I always say about this energy, right? I mean, I always say you got to be careful of the stories that you tell yourself. You have to be careful of your intuition. Sometimes you want to make sure that it's completely based in like facts and reality, because then we have the Hermit in the reverse, which is about repeating past mistakes and ultimately feeling stuck here. So, you know, I feel like there's this offer, this new offer coming in, or this new way of looking at something. So this could be like a new opportunity, a new offer, but something being tripped up when it comes into like the ultimate execution of it. And you want to make sure here that you're not going to repeat any sort of past mistake. You want to make sure you don't do that, right? Because then we're going to have the King of Cups energy in reverse. So this is like emotional manipulation. So just watch out when it comes to work of anybody trying to be very manipulative regarding money, regarding resources, regarding the sale of a home, because this has a domestic energy to it. Regarding anything having to do with any kind of settlement coming in, right? Because this also has to do with fertility. But absolutely anything, be careful of any sort of manipulation surrounding money, any sort of money finances. We do have the Lover's energy working with this here, which I very much like, because this is about coming to an agreement. This is about partnership and agreement, and understanding that something might not be perfect, but let's go with it. Let's figure out a way where everybody's needs are met. That's, you know, with the blessing of Archangel Raphael. Recognition that nothing's perfect, though, like that has to be there, absolutely. And then look at this, we have the star energy, beautiful. This is Aquarius, fabulous. Renewal, hope, inner clarity, as having faith in something, and there being like this fresh start, this renewed energy. Star is Aquarius, right? And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is all about the future. So I do like that. And also, Pisces, I do want to say this, because the star is in Aquarius energy, I feel like it's going to be in your best interest to sort of have like almost like a low-key sense of detachment from the situation, right? And I know that's hard for Pisces because you guys have this beautiful water energy, right? But try to have that if you can, a certain sense of detachment from a situation. I feel like that's just going to serve you in whatever it is that you're going after, and you know, having to do with career right now. But it does look good. I see like a change in the bend going here, and I think it's going to go well. A couple of hiccups in the middle, but good outcome. Okay, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time. Bye bye.